Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about side effects. And this movie is directed by Steven Soderbergh, and it stars Jude Law, Rooney Mara, and I really enjoyed this movie. I've seen it once before, and I enjoyed it then, and I decided to rewatch it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought the story was really engaging. It's not a super fast-paced movie, but I was never bored with it because I was always with it. And any issues that I had with it were very minimal, and you could barely call them issues. And I do feel as though I got a lot out of it, and the story was very well handled. I like the characters in the movie a lot, and I think they're very interesting. And not every character in this movie is likable, but they're interesting. And Channing Tatum's in this movie, and he's not in it a lot, but I do enjoy where his character goes, and I like his purpose in the movie. And I like a lot of the setup and where the story eventually goes, and I like it how it's one of those movies where as the movie goes along and things slowly get revealed, things aren't quite what they seem at first, and the movie is always building to something, and I do think the payoff is great, and it was satisfying once we got to the end of the film. And in terms of how the movie affected me, I would say it left a good impression on me, but in the end, this isn't a movie that I'm rushing back to seeing. It was more like, yeah, that was great. I probably won't revisit it for a while, but I'm not upset that I watched it at all. It's just, there's a ton of movies that I would watch over this, and even movies that I don't like as much as this movie, I'm probably more likely to revisit those movies instead, just because I'm probably going to be in the mood for some of those movies over this. And I don't have any examples to give you right now, unfortunately. It's just that there's other movies that I could see myself rewatching more quickly as opposed to side effects. This is the kind of movie where I'll probably be rewatching once every few years, whereas there are plenty of other movies where I can see myself revisiting them like at least once a year, and like showing to new people who haven't seen it yet. And this movie is just not super high on that list, is what I'm trying to say. And in terms of issues, there were just like little tiny things that kind of bugged me. And I'm not going to get into those things because if I were to get into them, then it would give off the implication that I'm taking off points for them. But I don't. I don't take off points for them because they're barely anything. And I do feel as though there was a lot of hard work and attention to detail put into this movie for the most part. And in terms of its story, they explored everything that they could to keep this interesting. And I really like how things are presented, and all the drama is handled very well. And I did enjoy the music in the movie. I thought it was appropriate for what the tone was trying to be, and I like the tone of the film a lot, and the performances are great. I really like Jude Law in this movie a lot. Rooney Mara is great, and everyone does a great job, and no one stood out to me as distracting. And it's an overall very well-made movie. It looks great, and there was nothing super sloppy when it came to the visual presentation of the film. And overall, it's just a good movie, and you should all check it out. And it was on Netflix for me, so it should be pretty easy to find, and there isn't a whole lot to say about it. It's just a very good movie that I can see anyone enjoying. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Side Effects an 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Side Effects, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Fantastic Mr. Fox. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.